Pregame.com.
Pregame.tv. I got Alf Mosqueda texting me saying he wants his dinner. I've owed him. I said, by April, Alf, I'll pay you.
We're now in May.
I told Ken Thompson, if the game didn't win, I was going to, anyone who bet on it, show me the slip.
The whole restaurant.
And I'll buy dinner. And it lost. And I got to go over there now. So, Alfie, get in line.
I'm going over for dinner.
Get in line. We got hockey to talk about first.
Yes, we do.
We've got Detroit. We've got Anaheim.
Game 5.
Two big overtime win by Detroit. Could go either way. Whenever the texts are coming out, that means I'm losing. That always means bad bet.
Not good news.
Bad beat city. No one ever texts me
to celebrate, to congratulate.
Yeah, I never get like a Music City miracle text.
It's always they're not. What did you see in that?
I'm never going to get they're not going to overturn it text.
Yeah.
That's not. They're going to be. I can't believe they counted it.
Good call, bro. Anything late?
Give me a good call on the hockey.
All right, I absolutely love Detroit in this spot, getting plus $1.25, plus $1.30.
Might even go higher, right?
Exactly. The money's going to come in on the home team in Game 5. But here's what: if you look even at historical probability, when teams alternate wins and losses, like this series has gone, where Detroit wins Game 1, loses Game 2, wins Game 3, loses Game 4, or the opposite,
zigzag.
How it goes, the zigzag, the team at home playing Game 5 has only won 36% of the time in round 1.
So if they go 2 and then 2, then the home team wins.
Gets it done.
But if they go zigzag,
they don't get it done.
Now Game 5 becomes the visitor because it's been a much more competitive. Both teams have showed they can win on the road.
Exactly.
And so the home field advantage isn't as great.
And you're getting value. And I want to thank again the hockey handicapper.
The hockey hottie.
The hockey hottie that shared the information. And she's absolutely right.
This sucks. You've got like hot women
information
giving you winners.
Winners. She's been in the last 2 weeks since I've been tracking. Seriously, the girl's been absolutely on fire. On fire.
I have unattractive men giving me their losers.
What is?
That's just not right.
Charmed.
You live a good life. Continue on.
Here's the thing. Detroit's been injured all year. This is a team that didn't have a full roster till late in the season. They got healthy right now at the right time. And if you look at Detroit, they're a team that wins with pressure. They're coming in with a 4-game win streak in Game 5s. So when the pressure's on, and Game 5 is so important, this team knows how to get it done. They've showed that historically. And once again, I've said it before, I'll say it again, goalies win in the Stanley Cup playoffs. And right now, we have Jimmy Howard, who is one of the better goalies in all of hockey. Over his final 4 games of the season, allowed only 3 goals, better save percentage, better goals against average than his opponent, Hiller. So everything points to Detroit, and you're getting plus money. I'm all over it.
You know, one thing, since we're talking about Detroit, and I know nothing about hockey, let me add that Week 1, Detroit is hosting the Minnesota Vikings. This is kind of shocking.
Give me the number.
4-12 Detroit last year. 4-12. All right. Lost twice to the Vikings last year. 2.5 to 3 Week 1. Detroit's laying against the Vikings against AP. So
you can get 3.
You can get 3 with the Vikings. You can lay 2.5 with Detroit, and part of that's because remember that game where the Vikings ran 2 kicks back, touchdowns against Detroit, and won in Detroit. So the feeling of the Sharps already are looking at that saying payback time. But 4-12 Detroit, interesting that they're the big chalk. Big time. Let's go ahead.
Did you lay to 2.5?
I actually went both ways on the game. I took 3, and then I did some research, and I laid back to 2.5, which I think
professional batter.
I think it's a losing with the new overtime rules. I think that's
negative EV.
Minus 2.5 and plus 3 is no good, but it's not. I mean, it's like breaking even. But let's go ahead and make this official on the hockey side.
All deciding Game 5, Detroit at Anaheim. We're going to buck the home team here and take the plus money with the Detroit Red Wings. Once again, we got the better defense, the hotter goalie, and when you look at history, and they alternate like they've done, the road team does win these Game 5s on the road. It's been a competitive series so far. Look for Detroit to be able to get it done like they've had 4 straight times in these Game 5s. I love Detroit in this spot. 7th in goals allowed, 12th in the penalty kill, 5th in shots allowed. Defensively, this team's clicking. I love Detroit.
I don't have much to add. I'm just going to piggyback and ride with it. And
that's what I've been doing, piggybacking all NHL.
Hockey hottie.
There it is.
I like it.
With the Canadian, you're good.
Lots going on at pregame. Stay with us, pregame.tv. Several things. We are going to do a poker video, talk about it's now legal to play online poker station casinos through Absolute Poker. So that's exciting. We'll be talking about that in a video. And also check back this week, later on in the week, Marco, Ken Thompson. All Marco does is win. He wins in the Kentucky Derby, comes back. What does the man not win at? But you can, of course, reach Marco at pregame.com.
Or a restaurant near you.
Or you can get him, of course, at 3.5forks.com. Stay with us, pregame.tv.
Maybe Brian went to play poker.